What are the symptoms of alienators, the perpetrators of parental alienation? Many researchers explain that alienating parents tend to be rigidly defended and moralistic. These alienators perceive themselves to be flawless, virtuous, and externalize responsibility onto others. They lack insight into their own behavior and the impact that their behavior has on others. For instance, a parent betrayed by her spouse is deeply opposed to the fact that her children must visit him every other weekend. She can't stop the visit, but she can plant seeds of doubt. Don't trust your father in the children's minds and thus punish her ex-husband through the children. She does this consciously or unconsciously, casting the seeds of doubt by the way she acts and the questions she asks. The perspectives of alienators is that the other parent is seen as irrelevant, irresponsible, or even dangerous, whereas the self is seen as the essential, responsible, and safe caretaker. These parents tend to selectively perceive and distort the child's concerns regarding the other parent. Psychological disturbance, including histrionic, paranoid, and narcissistic personality disorders or characteristics, as well as psychosis, suicidal behavior, and substance abuse are common among alienating parents. Alienating parents have a narcissistic or paranoid orientation to interactions and relationships with others, usually as the result of a personality disorder wherein relationships are maintained by identification rather than mutual appreciation and enjoyment of differences. And when others disagree, they feel abandoned, betrayed, and often rageful. Paranoia and narcissism was observed in alienating parents who placed a heavy reliance on defenses such as splitting. For instance, thinking that I'm all good and you're all bad. That comes with dealing with unacceptable feelings so that more painful internal conflict is transformed into less painful interpersonal conflict. A research study demonstrated that parents who engage in alienating behaviors are more likely than other parents to use the psychological defenses of denial and projection. Another study demonstrated how alienating parents resorted to what they described as primitive defenses, which allow them to split reality in terms of an all-good parent and an all-bad parent, and this motivated vicious attacks directed at the targeted parent. Researchers compared alienating parents to targeted parents, and the alienating parents were much more likely than the targeted parents to have a personality disorder such as histrionic, borderline, passive-aggressive, or paranoid. The targeted parents were generally seen as normal and not complicit in the abuse. The degree of rejection of the targeted parents by the child isn't justified by the targeted parents' behaviors. The personality disorders described in this video manifest themselves in 17 alienating strategies employed by a favored parent to alienate a child against the other parent. A video link about the 17 alienating strategies can be found in the description portion of this video, along with citations to the research studies supporting these conclusions.